Give me a son of them for no dance so most want to the game changer, the big bad voice man.
Subscribe to the Fun Factory YouTube blog. Yeah, me I say.
This is Dancehall. I mean I say just remember, keep tuned to the Fun Factory on 93 FM.
No, Mr. Fun Factory, because we're having fun. It's your girl Macadam representing, and it's Mondays to Fridays, 2:30 p.m. Tune in. Yeah, it's down below. Click subscribe. Yeah. Watching them and you don't know what Top Jockey D and Ray I represent Fun Factory 93 FM. And you don't know no Jimmy, you big up yourself, man.
Alright people, so we've been here all evening. We're talking about Triton is gonna be in the building. The boss just walking, fresh, like Jesus police record, clean.
Yeah man, blessed.
How did Triton start doing music?
Actually, start doing music from I was pretty much young, cause I kind of grew around a lot of people that you know into the music, so that helped to influence me.
Who are some of these people?
We're talking about Papa San, Lieutenant Stitchy, Trilla, you, Singing Melody, those type of people, you know, from those days. Actually, one of my bigger brother, you know, I actually was doing music as well with all those people. You know
as a producer?
So, no, as a singer.
Can you remember your first song, like first rhythm that you did?
Yeah. I think called Backamash.
Backamash, yeah. And tell us about it.
Actually, I was like 19 at the time.
Yeah.
It's pretty much young, and I went to the studio with my bigger brother, of course. I saw Sly in the studio, kind of watching everything they're doing in the studio, and you know what I mean. And a couple months after, I went back. I tell my brother that I want a beat. So he said, all right, we'd have to put some money together and check Sly. And so I went, put the money together, check Sly, you know what I mean, with the idea, of course, because from I was young, I always like to be creative. I always like to be a part, instrumental in what I do. You know, so I have a little idea, I tell him that I wanted this and that, and, you know, at the time they have the duck beat, you know, so I take a little element from that, take a little element from that and a little backamash thing into it, and you know, so I call it the backamash. And Sly created, I say, yo, you can't pay me to make rhythm, but because he was a good friend of my brother, my bigger brother, so he do it for a little summer and stuff, and so that's how I really started out. Being a producer, it's not just whether you can make a beat, you know, create a beat or not. It's not just that you have to get a beat from somebody, or you build a beat and give an artist. And you have to be more about part of the thing. As a producer, that's being a producer. To be creative, you can get someone, an artist, and make them sounds a bit different. You know what I mean, twist the thing, you know what I mean, make the thing work a different way. So that's been, but as you said, producing, you have to be able to know the direction that you want to go. And if you notice Triton music, we always come different. We always have a different sound. I try to be different.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You have the ability to find the breakout acts. That's what I've been hearing people say. Most recently, Dexta Daps.
Yeah.
Talk us about that. How do you discover talent?
All right. Well, it is sometimes it's natural when you hear someone with a good talent, you know. But just to sit and build that chemistry with each other, you know, and vibe, you know, and come up with something great, you know what I mean, and put it to the world. Because, example, Dexta Daps, once from the first time that he utter the first two lines of that song on a Sunday morning, I could tell you that, listen, this was the song. I didn't even bother to wait on a Movado. I didn't, because they say, yeah, we're revise. I didn't bother to wait on a Cartel or I don't. I know that I had, even though I had Christopher Martin, Taros and Bugle, and I know they were all great songs. But I know, once I hear the first two lines, you know, I knew this was the song. For the beat and for dancehall, it was going to create that energy.
Do you also write songs? Or
yeah, man. We've been writing songs.
Can you tell us any hit song that you wrote? If you don't want to expose the artist, I know.
Because we never normally
but
like.
You've written hits.
Yeah, man, a lot of songs from back then till now.
Dark Temptation. The name of the rhythm first strike me and I say, yo, why try to name the rhythm Dark Temptation?
All right. As most people in the industry, they have me as the to per se. For the ladies,
Yeah.
sexy producer.
Yeah.
Because if you notice my beat, it has to have that sexiness. It has to have that pretty phrase. It will have a drum pattern, a kick, you know, and you know, playing hard. Hard drum pattern, we always have to have something pretty,
the silk,
something sexy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my sound. You know what I mean? So hence, you know, all my beats always have a name like that. If you notice, the danger, love, the compassion, the contagious.
It's been out how long now? About a month?
Yeah, pretty much a month. Yeah,
because a lot of persons are saying, oh, it's first me hear the rhythm there.
Yeah, man, pretty much a
but
month.
It's pretty fresh.
Yeah, man.
But people are actually reacting to it already.
Trust me. Even in the streets, even it plays in the streets at some of the major weekly events, and it's like you think it was out,
long time,
and it's playing amongst the beats that the rhythm that been out like 3-4 months where really do damage to the dance, you know. So when they play along those type of beat, you really see the reaction and you know, so yeah, this, you know, definitely. So,
if you had to choose though, which beat would you say is a favorite out of all the beats you've made so far? Something that we've heard though, not that if you had something.
Has to be compassion.
What are some of the benefits that you've received from music so far? I mean, some of the places you've been to, some of the things you've done.
Because most people don't even know still that I'm coming from sound system days, you know, and transcend into producing, you know what I mean, which helped to create and help to grow me in terms of hearing. You know, you don't know the bass Odyssey, you know, the world sound. I am responsible for a lot of those major dub plates that kills a lot of sound. You know, putting together so I've been creating, putting the Bounty, Sanchez and Mad Cobra collaboration as a dub plate. No sound ever. I've been doing that.
You are the master hammer in all of these.
Yeah, I introduced Bounty Killer to Bass Odyssey, and Bass Odyssey becomes the sound, Bus as a sound that plays the most Bounty Killer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we've been creating, you know what I mean? So, you know, so we've been traveling, because that's the point. We've been traveling through music from a tender age. I had to leave high school, to travel for my last year. We get the MIA award a couple years ago for collaboration, international collaboration of the year, you know what I mean? Which is the Neon Movado. We also get an award for the Carrion song and Movado, because you know that was huge, the Billboard.
Really
you know, we create history with that as well. You know, the first Caribbean artist and producer to premiere on Billboard. You know what I mean, the MTV, the BT. We do it with that song. So and we got an award out of Canada for that. You know, but not much in terms of Jamaica. You know, because I'm a laid back person. Sometimes if you don't push yourself into, you know, but I like to make my work speak for itself. You see me?
And indeed, but artists would want to contact you.
Well, you know, tritonmusic@gmail.com, you know, Triton_TM. That's my Instagram. You know what I mean? You know, just Google the thing and you find me. It's easy. You know what I mean? The thing out there.
All right, finally, any parting words for any upcoming producers who are listening right now?
As we said earlier, you know, love what you do. You know, and stick to your dream and what you really want, you know what I mean? Because I can tell you, I can be a contest to this. You know, music helped me to be a man. Honestly, straight up.
Right.
You know what I mean? I travel the world, so much different nation, you know, through sound, through producing. It's even worse now. You know, we just got back from Bermuda, you know, with Movado on the road. It was a huge show, huge success. You know, a lot of interviews, you know, a lot of radio promo. So, you know, just stick to your dream, you know, and believe in what you believe, and work hard and never give up. You know what I mean? Never give up. Just work on your craft. That means so when the day come for you to get that break, you have things in store. You know, don't sit and have one thing and try one thing and you say, oh yes, my bad, I may have it. No, you have to have work in progress. You know what I mean? You know, at the back end of the day, that you can come back and I say, yes, this stuff was there from then time till now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wise words from Troyton himself. Gotta send enough respect for passing through.
Yeah, man, and but that's how you use the interview for big up the eye too. You know, genuine, straight up.
Yeah, man.
You know, one of the best youth when we meet in the music, in the industry, genuine. You know what I mean? So I have to big you up on that, big up News Talk, you know, and thanks for the whole crew for having me. You know, much love.
Enough
Is that me
respect,
answer,
sir.
brother?
Right,
Yeah,
so
man, cool.
this is a compassion rhythm if you never heard it before. If you live under a rock. We're going to take a break. We'll soon forward, all right?